Melissa.
Hey, Amy.
So, y'all, it's our speed dating episodes of podcast. We have a very special guest with us. So, go ahead and introduce everybody to who you are and what you do.
My name is Mary Belvin, and I am a certified academic language therapist and also a qualified instructor. I've been in education for over 30 years.
Wow.
And the past 20 or so have been just working with students who struggle learning to read, write, and spell. So they may be dyslexic or have characteristics of dyslexia. And so currently I have a business, Literacy Intervention Services, and I'm in Wichita, Kansas, and I have 13 therapists that work with me, and we're in many of the Catholic and private schools in the area. And in the past year, I just started a nonprofit to help these families that struggle to pay and afford services for their kids that struggle, and also to help teachers with financial help for teacher training.
So that's very interesting. So when people need a therapist, and it's different. I mean, Melissa and I are from Texas, and so things are a little different where we are. You throw a joke and I say, throw a rock, hit a cow. That's the same where you are, right? Mm-hmm. So it gets to be a little harder to find a therapist. So parents can reach out for you, and it's reduced cost or free of cost?
Yes, parents can. They're often referred to us by their teachers, or just word of mouth. And then we can, if they are needing financial help, they can apply for a scholarship with Belvin Literacy Institute, and then we can get them the help they need in their school environment. So
in the school environment, that was going to be my next question. Is it in person? Is it virtual? So it's in-person therapy.
It's always in person, and it's during the school day. We are in some public schools, but those are usually before school or after school.
Nice, very nice.
And I have seen your name a lot on Facebook. So
Is that right?
Yeah, you've been pretty active on there. So what is your favorite thing to do as far as in your work? What inspires you every day?
Definitely the kids inspire me every day.
Yes.
I just have a heart and passion for these kids who are struggling. And so whenever a parent talks to me about their child not doing well in school or not wanting to go to school with stomach aches and anxiety, I just have to say yes and help them somehow.
Yes.
So that's usually what we end up doing is getting them started in a program.
Yeah, so you said you've been teaching for 30 years, but you do not look like you could be teaching for 30 years.
Oh, well, thank you.
You look amazing.
That's great, thanks.
And I do have another question as far as your comparative to your practice with therapy versus public school. Amy and I were talking a little bit about that. So what are some of the things that you wish public school educators would know to help kids?
It's wonderful because right now many of the teachers are getting letters training. So that's very helpful, and I think that's very knowledgeable for them. And really important, but they don't have a program specifically that they can use oftentimes with the kids that are their tier 3 kids that are really struggling. And oftentimes I think in the public schools there isn't enough help, and it's not always the right help, and they're restricted by how many minutes a day they can work with the kids,
right,
and things like that. So there's just a lot of boundaries and limitations.
Yeah, I hope that with more interventions, with people learning more about dyslexia, I just really hope that will change. And more public school kids, even without dyslexia, will get benefits from science of reading, things of that nature.
Right, and I think we're moving in the right direction with all of that. And with our nonprofit, we are really, that's part of our mission is to create awareness in the schools and in the community. And our hope is that we can eventually work with the public schools and get into the public schools
Yes.
and educate. Currently, our nonprofit is sponsoring the dyslexia simulation. So we have been able to, so far, we have been able to do the simulation for 72 teachers and administrators in the Wichita area, and we're hoping to just continue to do more of that. So,
Yeah, wonderful
and it's free of
work.
charge to the district. So,
Wow, good
Yeah.
work. Good
Yeah,
job,
and I think
Mel.
that's significant when I've done the simulation a few times,
Mm-hmm.
and the teachers, you talk to them afterwards, you know, you do the debriefing and say, how did it make you feel? Like, I was stressed. I wanted you to stop making that noise. I wanted you to stop telling me what to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, you're the adult feeling frustrated. Now put yourself in your kids' shoes. And I think you made an important point when you talked about the letters training. That's good for like, what, tier 1 and tier 2, that whole group. But those kids that aren't benefiting from letters, those are our babies.
that's right.
You know.
Exactly. And I think with the simulations too, many teachers just, it's just an eye-opening experience, and they all of a sudden, they have more empathy for those kids in their class, and they really truly want to learn what can we do to help those kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, how would they find you?
So for my business, they can go to literacyinterventionservices.org is that website. And for the nonprofit, it's Belvin Literacy Institute.org. And that's where, and we offer scholarships for students and families in Wichita, and also for teachers that are wanting training. And for school districts that are wanting education, we will sponsor that as well.
Wonderful.
So,
Love it.
Good
love
work.
it. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
well, thank you for having me.
It was
Appreciate
nice
it.
to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you
Bye.
too.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.